everybody. Welcome to my van build vlog. Welcome to Vanessa's van life journey. I am here working on my van today. Today I need to finish wiring up my light bars on the outside of the van. We're tying them up. They already wired up, but I have to tie them up. Then I have to figure out how I'm gonna get this wire on the inside of the van. This is the cutoff switch, so I have to see how I'm gonna run that in the van. That's gonna be a little problematic, but that's what I'm working on this morning, or this afternoon, because it's 12 o'clock now. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. And it's a little chilly right now because it's windy. It's a little chilly. So I'm just gonna get up on the ladder and I think this is the part I need to do over here. Okay, you guys, so the wires that are running from the back of the van for the light bar, I have to tie those wires up, and I also have to shrink wrap them and then wrap them in tape. And then the wires that are coming from the light bar, they have to run inside the van to my electrical. I have to run those across the back of the van. But right now, what you see me doing is I have the heat gun. Thanks to the person that sent this to me off my Amazon wish list. It really came in handy. So basically, I am taking the wires and I'm shrink wrapping the connector part around it so it will seal tightly. Then I'm going to take some electrical tape and wrap that around it, because I want to make sure everything in reference to the electrical that's going to be under the solar panels are wrapped really well, and we won't have any electrical issues in the future. So right now, that's what I'm doing. I'm just taking some electrical tape and wrapping the pieces separately, and then I'm gonna wrap them all together and make it one piece. And then I have some shrink wrap that I'm going to take and put the shrink wrap over that. And as you can see right now, I'm taking the wire and I'm running that wire because that wire needs to come down in the inside of the van. Now I moved over to the side of the van and I'm bringing the wire from the back. This is the electrical wire that's going to power my light bars. So I have one wire for the front of the van and one for the back of the van. And then we're going to have a cutoff switch for the back and the front of the van, so we can turn those lights on from the inside anytime we want to. So if I ever am parked somewhere and I hear a noise or somebody try to break into the van, I could just turn the light on and hopefully that will deter them. Okay, let me show you guys what I'm doing. This is the wire coming from the three lights in the back. One over there, and that one. Wired those up together. Those are on a switch that turn on and off. And then this wire is coming from the front. These two lights and the one in the front. So I'm just running this wire through under here so I can bring the two wires together. And I can put them in a box like this and then take them down in the inside, and that will run to my battery bank and power supply and fuse box and all of that. So that's what I am working on right now. So we're going to be drilling a hole in here in a few minutes, and I have to go get my other box at the house. And yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. It's a beautiful day, you guys. It's not too hot. Just a little windy, but not too windy. So yeah, now I have to go in the house and get my box like this. And I'm gonna see where I want to place this. And I also need to see, on top of the van, they have some other little, I don't even know what to call them, but I don't even know where they are at. And I don't even know what they're for. So, but anyway, we're gonna drill a hole in here. I can't remember if I drill the hole over here or over here on this one. I think I might have drilled the hole over here on this top of here. But yeah, let me go get the thing and go get my tools. I need to get the key to open up the other box, the trailer, so I can get a drill bit. And yeah, that paint is just coming right off. That paint is coming off of, I guess I should have left it silver. If you can't get it powder coated, I should have left it silver because that paint is not staying on. But I use several different kinds of paint, so I don't know. But anywho, let's go get our little entry gland. Look at the sky. Beautiful, clear, crisp. I don't know if y'all can see the snow on the mountain cap over there. Once I get my solar permanently screwed down, I can go ahead and move my van and start driving it. But I haven't. Okay, the entry gland may already be. Yep, it's already in here, so I ain't have to go in the house. Once I get the solar screwed down permanently, which will probably be today sometime, I will be able to start driving and moving my van and even going camping. I can go to the BLM land and come back every day and work on the van. So that is something to look forward to, working on her van. I am going in the house to get the key. So let me just double check, because sometimes they don't lock. They put the lock on, but they don't lock it down. So let me just double check. Let's see if this thing is locked, because sometimes I done went all the way in the house and see, it wasn't locked, so I didn't have to go in the house. Okay, let me open this up. Okay, you guys, I got everything I need. I got the entry gland. I got this little gasket thing that's gonna go over the area that I'm gonna cut, the hole that I'm gonna drill. I got the drill bit. And now I just have to determine where I want to drill the hole. I think I could drill the hole farther down, but I'm gonna keep it in the same vicinity. So let's do this. I thought I was recording me drilling this hole, but I don't think I was. So that's the hole that I just drilled. I need my deburring tool, some tape, and a wet wipe or something to clean up these little metal shards. We got a lot of metal shards all right here. We want to clean those all up. So anytime y'all drill a hole through metal, this is the deburring tool thing that smooths that hole out. But I already got one of those on top of the tool. Y'all, I have been looking for the deburring tool for a little minute. Can't find it, so I'm gonna look in here and see if I can find it. And I think I'm finding all the screws to screw down. Okay, here it is. Here it is. The roof is on fire. So once I get everything sealed up, then I can put these in. The screws in the solar panels, screw the solar panels down so I can actually drive the van, because right now I can't drive the van without the solar panels being screwed down. Oh, I'm gonna need some paint. I'm gonna need some paint to paint the code. But this is how the deburring tool works. You just go round and round and round and round like this. And it just smooths that metal out. Smooths it out. I think that's enough. Let me go get some wet wipes so I can clean up these metal shards. And I'm also gonna need my caulking stuff. Yeah, I've made a little mess up here, so let me go get everything else that I need. Okay, I got my wet wipes. I forgot I had needed some of this too. I forgot. What do they call this? Butyl tape? Yeah. I needed some butyl tape. I'm going to need some caulking. I'm going to need some caulking. Oops, oops, oops. So let me get up all these metal shards. Here, I'm not going to have to drill any more holes, which I don't want to drill any more holes. But I do need those cutoff switches to come down in the van. So now that I drilled my hole, you guys, I am going to clean up the area around it really well, making sure I don't leave any metal shavings, because you don't want this to stay behind and end up rusting. And then I'm going to paint the hole so it won't rust as well. And now I'm feeding my wires into the entry gland.
So you guys, what I'm doing is feeding my wire through this little, it's kind of harder because this is not just one round wire, this is two hooked together. I could take them apart and feed one end at a time, which would make it easier. And then pull it through. So the left side is my wire for the front, and the right side is my wire for the back lights. And I'm just feeding them through. So this way, I don't have to drill two more extra holes in the van. And I can have the back wire coming through this one, the front wire coming through that one, and just drill one hole. So that helps. And then I'm just going to take the wire and feed it through here because that's what's going to go through the hole. That's what's going to go through this hole that I just drilled down into the van, down into my battery bank. And then I have to make sure this wire goes behind the wall as well. So then I just take this and screw this on here. Start tightening this up. You want to make sure you have a tight connection because you don't want to have any leaks. This is what's going to keep you from having leaks in your van. You don't want no leaks in your van, so you want to tighten it up really well. And after you get that on there, this part right here, where the wires are coming through, you tighten that up because that's going to tighten up around that wire to close it up and seal it up and make sure no water can come through there. See, that's tightening up. That hole is getting smaller around that wire. So, I'm going to spray paint this hole a couple of times because you don't want that to rust. I'm going to spray paint that a couple of times and let it dry. The paint is actually going everywhere. And then once the paint dries, I'm going to wipe this area down with some acetone. And then I'm going to put my butyl tape around here, which I could go ahead and do that now. I'm going to put my butyl tape around there and
I just got through cutting this where the wire can go down in there. And I got a cotton ball and some acetone. Go down, go straight down. Okay, now I'm gonna take this one, butyl tape. The butyl tape is gonna help this box to stick to the van and to seal the box up to the van so no water or nothing gets in there.
yeah. You want to take your time and do this right because you don't want any leaks in your van. And you don't want to have to press that down on top of that. You don't want to have to climb back up here and deal with this on a later date. If you take your time and do it right the first time, you won't have to try to deal with it another date, on another date, at a later date. So, I'm going to sit this to the side, press that down, sit this to the side. And right here in this area, I don't know if y'all can see, this is like not even with the height of the van over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some butyl tape in this area. And we're going to build this up so that the box will have something to sit on flat and be even. So this is what I'm going to do right now. Let's just build this up. So that the whole thing can be even. And hopefully that will eliminate leaks. And I can pull off any excess that's around it in a minute. to pull off any excess.
Okay, y'all, I got it down. Now I'm gonna take this rubber gasket and stick it around the hole. And then I'm gonna put this down. Oh, I forgot to take this paper off under here. I'm gonna stick this down. And I'm just gonna push this box down a lot.
Stuff from around here. For me, but I'm gonna leave it like that. And tighten it up as much as you can. That way you know no water is coming in. And just like that, that is done. But let me go get the sealant, and then we'll be finished.
Okay, y'all, I was looking for my caulking gun. I found my sealant. I was looking for my caulking gun, and I couldn't find it. Well, not my caulking gun, the caulking gun. I couldn't find it. And then I seen it on the ground. It already had some caulking in it. So, and it's coming out. Okay, I really need some to go in the front. I can't get to the front, y'all. Ooh, I'm making a mess. Maybe. I'm making a mess. Pretty good because I got stuff everywhere. So I'm assuming that it's gonna be all right. Okay, y'all, I am through, but I forgot. I wanted to say thank you to the subscriber that sent me, the anonymous subscriber that sent me that entry gland. That's what I needed it for. I hope I don't need another one for these other wires that I possibly might have to. I need to figure out how I'm gonna put them in. I really don't want to drill another hole, but yeah, I hope I don't need another entry gland for those other wires for the turn on switch and turn off switch. But thank you to the subscriber that sent me that entry gland. The same person that sent me the stove. sent me that entry gland and some more things anonymously. So I truly appreciate that. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Now all I got to do is get down off this ladder. And I'm going to go in the inside and make sure everything on the inside looks okay. Okay, so this is the second hole that we just drilled in. The wire is coming down into the box. This wire is for the back, and this wire is going to be for the front. I'm going to have to run these wires behind the wall. So that's why my wall is not permanently screwed up yet, because I still had wires that need to come back here and come in through there. Once I get all my wires wired up, then I can put my ceiling up. But this was the big part of me being able to screw my solar panels down. So I couldn't screw my solar panels down until I hooked up my wires for the light bars. So now that that's hooked up, I think that's the only other thing that's going to be on the roof that we are going to have to hook up. Now this right here, I need to figure out these wires right here are the wires for my cutoff switch. So
I need to figure out how I'm going to get those wires to come down in the van so I can put them on the wall and have a cutoff switch. So I need to figure that out. So that's what I'm about to do now. Some people just run them through the gasket, behind the gasket, and I could have put it behind the upholstery and then just had it over here, had a little switch over here somewhere where I could cut this on and off. I haven't figured that out yet. If y'all have any suggestions, let me know, because by the time you see this video, I might not have figured it out yet. So, anywho, it's really minor, but it's kind of major, because I don't want to have to drill another hole for this. That would be another hole back here, another hole over there. I don't want to have to do all that. So, I'm going to try to figure out a way to bring this wire in without drilling another hole in the van.
okay, y'all, this wire for this on and off switch, I just like got it sticking over here a little bit. The gasket is not all the way pushed back because of the wire, but I think I'm gonna run the wire and just like have it like that some kind of way. I don't know how I'm gonna secure it, and just kind of like hide it, and then probably stick it in the side of the cabinet door, or I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Maybe I have no idea how I'm gonna do this. But anywho, off to another problem. This wire right here coming from the light bar, it's not underneath the panel, and I want it underneath the panel. I don't want it on top. So I'm gonna have to unscrew the light bar, because the solar panel won't raise up and lift up unless I take this off. So right now, that's what I'm doing. Taking this off so I can get to raise the panel up and put the wire underneath the panel. I have to completely take this light bar off, you guys, and lift it up, push that wire underneath the panel, and then put the light bar back on. It was easy and simple to do. So yeah, I wanted it done right, and I didn't want that wire on top. So I went through that extra step to make sure it was done. Okay, y'all, I got these tightened up. I got the wire underneath. Now all I have to do is zip tie the wire so it won't be moving anywhere. And I guess at a later date, I'll figure this out. But I think I am going to just run those through the whatever this is gasket, even though right there it's not gonna fit airtight. But I'll figure it out, y'all. I really don't want to drill another hole in the van. But, I don't want to drill another hole in the van because that would mean I would have to drill two, one in the back and one in the front. Okay, y'all, I'm getting ready to screw the solar panels down. I'm gonna eventually have to drill another hole in the van for these wires to come down to. So I ordered another entry gland because I'm gonna need another entry gland to come over here. So I need the other two wires to come over here to come down. So yeah, I'm about to screw the other solar panels down, and then the one in the middle, I'll probably just leave that up until the other entry gland comes in. But I need to run these wires to the middle. So yeah, that's what I'm about to do right now. So you guys, now I'm on the side of the van and I'm running the wire from the side and the back because I'm going to order another entry gland, and we are going to have another hole in the van for the cutoff switch for the lights. So that's what I decided. I'd rather do it that way than to have the wires like running in the side of the door, and every time you close the door the wires are going to be slammed in there. So I just decided to do it right. It's 5:02, you guys. I have to use the bathroom, so I'm just gonna call it a night. I still got to put some screws on the other side. I'm gonna call it a night and go use the bathroom, wash my hands because they are dirty, wash my hands, and try to find me something to eat. Okay, y'all, this is dinner.